Hey guys, my name is Ginger Spice, bringing you the first top 5 of the series. Today I'm bringing you top 5 UHC servers in Minecraft. So if you enjoy, drop a like, subscribe even, and I'm not gonna keep this long, so let's just get into number 5. So, in the number 5 slot, we have Mineplex. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Mineplex, really, they're not really known for making any good PvP stuff. They make fun minigames, but they really outdid themselves on this UHC thing. Now, it is a bit different than the classical UHC. You cannot get apples as far as I'm aware. You get you can only make golden heads, but it is interesting because it makes it more intense, more offensive. There's not so much camping, and I like it. The only thing I would change is mob spawning, because well, witches are very common to spawn in daylight in random areas, and all in all there's a lot of mobs, which is good and bad. And I think I would make it so it's easier to get golden apples. So you don't need gold to make a golden head, you just need the head. So people would be more compelled to rush, because you rush, and if you don't find enough gold, you have no regen, because you cannot make the heads. So that's the only thing I would change, but that's why it's on number 5, not anything higher, but it's definitely worth playing, so go check it out. us.mineplex.com, eu.mineplex.com, or just mineplex.com is the IP, so yeah. In the number 4 slot, we have Hypixel, another server that's not very known for their quality PvP, but more for fun minigames. But they also did a great job in making UHC interesting. Now, it is a bit easier than other UHCs, because you can pick kits that give you an advantage. There are custom crafting recipes, and but you can only play teams of 1 or teams of 3. There's no teams of 2. At the time I'm recording this, they might have added it later. It's called UHC Champions. It has its own twist to the game, and that's what I like, because, well, it's not just the one thing, because everybody can do the normal UHC. It's not very special, and you know, it's just a question of who does it better. But here they added something special, and that's what I like about Hypixel UHC. You also get double health, and Mineplex should do the same thing with the heads. In Hypixel, you right click a player's head and you get 4 hearts of regen for everybody in your team, so it's really good. And there is shrinking border, which Mineplex does not have. Well, Mineplex does have, but it's not as good. So yeah, very nice and very good game, but I don't have any gameplay of it, because I didn't want to join a game and play the whole thing just for 5 seconds of footage. But yeah, try it out for yourself. I'm mc.uhc.net IP on the screen and in the description. In the number 3 slot, we have Eximius Gaming, and I think this is the most classic UHC server you will find on this list. They have normal UHC, it's time limited, there's no shrinking border, which some people call it a plus, some people call it a minus. You can make golden heads, you can make golden apples, and it's a great server all in all. But lately they've been adding new game modes. One is Dragon Rush, which you have 150 minutes to play in UHC, but you have to either win by killing the Ender Dragon or killing everybody else in the game. So it's a very UHC type game mode, and it adds a bit of a twist. It's a very intense thing. People get stacked, and but it does take some time. And they added another thing that's clean cut, which is very similar to Speed UHC, that is coming on next in the list. But all the food is smelted and things like that. I'm not gonna get into that too much, and it only lasts 30 minutes. So people that like to play a shorter UHC. And then we have the normal UHC. They have solo teams of 2, teams of 3, and teams of 4. So but they don't have like the most skilled skilled PvPers, so if you win there, if you play on a server that has more experienced UHC players, you might find yourself being much worse than you were on Eximius. But all in all, great server, great fun, very little lag, and I definitely recommend it for people that are just starting out with UHC. And taking the number 2 spot is UHC.zone. Now, they're not famous for their classic UHC game mode, which they do have, but they are famous for being the first server that can actually pull off Speed UHC, and it is honestly great, and you're actually seeing this in this clip. But it's not the only thing they offer. They also offer Flower Power UHC, which is also a very unique game mode, and I know what you guys are thinking. It's not a very appropriate server for this list because it's not actual UHC, but it's very nice. It's still a beta, so when the game is starting, there is a bit of lag, but in game there's no actual lag nowadays, unless the server is overfilled. And I actually played a game of this, so if you want to see how Speed UHC works, head over to my channel and take a look. It is titled Speed UHC number 1. It's a great server, but if you want to sharpen your UHC skills, it's not the best, since it has a lot of different things that you might then, when you're playing actual UHC, forget. There's actually there's actually fall damage in normal UHC, and then you take fall damage stupidly. But Flower Power is basically a normal UHC, but when you break flowers, you get good random items that may be good, maybe random, and it's just good fun. So definitely a great server for just relaxing when you have nothing else to do. And now we're coming on to our number 1. In the number 1 slot, we have a server great for UHC, Badlion.net. I know you guys were expecting this, and it's a great server for UHC. It's actually very good, and people on it are very good PvPers. Most good YouTubers play on it. The likes of Huahi, Grapple Sauce, Acidic Blitz, Defield. You'll see them there in the story as well. But it is a bit of a different approach in joining the game. Instead of just servers being open, there are hosts that adds a more personal thing to the game, and they actually supervise the whole game, and they have mods to help. So there's no strip mining, X-ray, hacking, kill, or anything like that. It's a very nice server, and if there is, you're probably the first guy to die to a hacker in the game, and probably the last, because the hacker will get banned. Only donators can sadly spectate, and only games are joinable at certain times, but you can check the times on their website. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing really much to say about the server. Then it's just a great UHC server, and if you win on there, you're basically ready for any UHC challenge out there. That's gonna end off the first top 5 list of my channel. If you did enjoy, drop a like, and if you want to suggest different top 5 lists, leave it down in the comment section, and I will definitely check them out. And remember, my name is Ginger Spice, adding that last bit of flavor to your day.